How's it going, people? Simon Slappy here, and this is your complete guide to the Miniquest Mahjarrat Memories. So for this, you will need to have completed the Ritual of Mahjarrat, Koshkai's Trouble's Miniquest, and Missing Presumed Death. Skill-wise, you will require 60 Divination. Item-wise, at the bare minimum, you require a Macaw, which is a summonable, insulated boots, as well as the invitation box to gain access to Sliskay's Citadel, the one covered in Missing Presumed Death. There are optional items available to speed things up, but I will get into them later when we do actually need them, and I'll cover them all then. To start this quest, you need to head up to Relica and talk to Kashai. You can find him in Koshkai the Deathless's chamber. So this mini quest will last you a long time. At the bare minimum, it should take you roughly 5 hours. On average, you're looking more at 6 to 8. So as soon as you're up here in Relica, go ahead and talk to Kashai. Tell him to tell you more. Run through the chat, and then let's get on with it. Eventually, Kashai will ask you to sign a contract. So go ahead and sign said contract, no problem whatsoever. And he will then give you a little box. Now this box is what is used to recover the memories that we're looking for throughout this mini quest. Basically every single time you need to go to a divination spot level 60 or above and obtain memories by siphoning off the actual memories themselves. And then you use those memories with the box. You simply click on the box and it'll automatically take any memories within your inventory and it'll put them inside. Now, throughout this entire mini quest, I'm not going to cover it all because no one wants to watch an 8-hour guide on something. You basically come up to the level 60 or higher divination spots and start divination same as usual. But instead of putting your memories into the little sinkhole, the void thing, you keep them in your inventory, and as soon as your inventory is full, simply click on the box to recharge it and it'll empty your inventory of those memories for you. Now you need 500 memories in order to fill the box each time. Enriched memories counts as 2 memories, so that'll knock it out a little bit quicker for you. Either way, this will take you about 20 to 40 minutes to actually fill up this box between each section. And there's quite a few memories to actually go around and collect. So you'll be needing to refill this, I think it's 10 to 14 times. So yeah, it'll take you some time. But other than that, it's quite straightforward. Go to a divination spot, level 60 or above, start gaining memories and then recharging your box. As soon as it's at full, you can then move to the first area. After you've completed the first memory, whichever one you choose to do, you then need to go back to the divination spot to recharge the actual box itself. So let's get on with it then. So, moving on to your optional items required for the next part. A Pharaoh's Scepter will come in handy, the Ring of Kinship will also be useful, a Dreaming Staff, or simply just straight up usage of the Fairy Rings will be incredibly handy in this. Either Nada teleport scrolls or the Desert Necklace 2 or above so you can teleport to Nada. And the Camulet with teleport charges will also be kind of useful, although it honestly can be easily done without. The same could be said for the Pharaoh's Scepter, as you can easily teleport to the bandit camp instead of using that. Either way, those are the optional items I would recommend bringing along with you. It'll make your life a little bit easier. And next up is the entire location of every single one of the Mahjarrat memories. So bear in mind you do need to recharge the box every single time in between each of these, as well as hand the memories into Kashai. So without further ado, let's get to it. Locations of all of the memories. So this will be the first one of the lot then. To get here you simply need to come down to Anakre's temple. And you can find this memory in the very final chamber of Anakre's temple. There's a couple of ways to do it. You can either use the Camulet teleports and enter straight in, or teleport to the bandit camp, head down to your southwest near the granite mining area, and enter Anakre's temple that way. Either way, come to the final chamber and you can pick up Akthanakos' memory. Moving on to the next one, this is Mahjarrat Memory. You can find this one in the Mahjarrat Pyramid. This is the ancient spell pyramid, if you will. A couple of ways to do it: either teleport to the bandit camp, just run down to your south and enter through the backside of the pyramid itself, so you instantly appear at the top, or simply use the Pharaoh Scepter teleport. Either way, it's in the main chamber where you actually switch your magics about, and you can go ahead and pick up Mahjarrat Memory in there. Moving on to the next one, this is Mahjarrat Memory, and this one's quite straightforward to be totally honest. Use your Ring of Kinship, teleport up to Daemonheim itself, and then enter inside the castle, and you'll be able to find Mahjarrat Memory inside. Nice and easy. On to the next one then. So this one, we're back on Inakra's temple. This is Inakra's Memory, and same as before, this is in, I think, the middle floor or the bottom floor. You simply teleport either with the Camulet to get straight into Inakra's temple, or teleport to the bandit camp and then head down towards the granite mining area and enter the temple from there. And you'll find it right in that room, right in the center. Moving on to the next one, you have Haziel's Memory. This one can be found within the Ardome sewers. Either use your Ardy cloak or simply teleport to Ardome with your home port, and then enter one of the caves to the southeast of the clock tower. Then take a little raft ride, and you should end up within Haziel's little cult area. Once you're there, you can pick up Haziel's Memory rather easily. So enter the sewers just towards the southeast of the clock tower, and then take a raft towards it. Moving on to the next one, this is Jalan's Memory. You can find this within the cave from Tale of the Muspa. A couple of ways to get up here. You can use an Arctic Bay teleport, or the easier option is simply use the Fremennik Lodestone. An alternative is a fairy ring using DKS. All you need to do is simply enter the cave on the mountainside, jump over the river, and then move into the next cave, and you'll be in this little area here. Once there, simply pick up the memory and you are golden. It is that simple. So, moving on to the next one then. This is Karshai's Memory, and it's actually in Karshai's cave where you began this entire mini-quest. Very straightforward. Just simply teleport to Fremennik, use a house tablet, whichever way you prefer to get up there. Walk into Karshai's little lair, and you'll receive Karshai's Memory. Nice and easy, and pretty good, since you can literally hand this in instantly. So, moving on to the next one then. This is Lamistad's Memory. To get to here, you need to go to Lamistad's Tunnel, or Zamorgul's Fort if you will. The fort can be easily accessed via the Glega Cave using the Fairy Ring DKQ. The alternative way is to travel up the Trollways Mountain or head from Fremennik and take the boat ride over and come up the sneaky backside way. Either way, you can find it near this location you can see on the minimap right now. It's rather straightforward to get to be totally honest, so you shouldn't have too many problems. The next one then is Lucian's Memory, and you can find this within Lucian's ancient house, just to the east of Edgeville, or opposite the Grand Exchange if you will. And the easiest way to get here is simply use the Fairy Ring DKR, or you can just use the Edgeville teleport. Either way, very straightforward, nice and easy. So, moving on to the next one. This one's fairly straightforward as well. This is Mizark's Memory. Simply head to Sentiston's Temple. Easiest way to get there is use the Varrock Home Teleport, head to your east, head to the dig site, jump down the little well, and go into the same room where you switch your prayers from regular to the curses. Nice and easy, and you can pick it up there. The next one is Palkira's Memory. You simply need to head up to the ritual Mahjarrat site again. And this is DKQ for the Glega Cave, just go straight up there, or you can enter through the backside way, which is using the Fremennik and then catching a boat ride over. Either way, this one is fairly straightforward as well. So moving on to the next one then is Ralvalsh's Memory, and you can pick this one up in Gorok, the Gorok Castle, right up the very top of the map. There's a few ways to do it. You can simply use the DKQ to go from the Mahjarrat's ritual site, then head north. You can use a Gorok teleport, or you can take the back passageway from the Fremnik lands and just catch a boat right over and walk up. Either way, this one's fairly simple as well. There are some metal drags around, so if you are a low level, then you could bring along some anti-fire. Next up is Sliskay's Memory. This one's fairly straightforward. Head to the Empyrean Citadel simply by using the invitation box, and head into the main chamber where all the gods were sitting whilst she was doing that quest, and you could pick up Sliskay's Memory there. Very, very straightforward. So, next up is Mahjarrat's Memory. All you need to do is head to Ali the Wise's house. It can be found within the north of Nada. Either use your Desert Amulet 2 or one of the Nada teleport scrolls. Alternatively, you could use the Fairy Ring code DLQ and then head down to your south and you'll run into Nada. Either way, this one's fairly straightforward. Just walk in, pick up the memory, job done. And last but not least is Zamorgul's Memory. Now this one can be found south of the Heart Room within the Chaos Temple dungeon. This will require you to equip some insulated boots as well as use a Macaw summon to actually access it. It's a bit of an annoyance, but it's easily done. Once you've picked up all of these memories and you've handed all of them in, simply bring them all over to Karshai. He'll be disappointed that all of the memories were all old and nothing kind of really recent, but he will then mention that it may be worth investigating another kind of idea, and this includes using the world of Freneske, the Majharrat's homeworld. And he does say it's unlikely you'll ever go there. Nonetheless, he will thank you and then give you your rewards. The rewards are as follows: the anger matter that Karshai states would be useful within Freneske when charged, 15 law books, a total of 375,000 divination XP, a bonus of 150,000 divination XP, as well as 2 titles, Pontifex and Legatus, a tiny Lucian follower pet, as well as Dr. Nabonid's old Trilby cosmetic override. Of course, although you can't access Freneske at the time of this actually being released, very soon the Zaros quest will be coming out and we will be able to access Freneske. So whether or not the anger matter will prove useful there, we will soon see. Either way, that is the complete guide for this little mini quest. Hopefully this has helped you out and you've completed it. So with that said, happy days, well done, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one.